This is the assembly video for the Hideaway chimney damper cap. From the drawings, you're familiar with these tubes with a 1/2 inch semi-hollow tubular rivet. And
ready.
These are the feet. This is a 1/2 inch, 3/4 by 3/4 stainless. As you can see, it's Alan Marks, my tool and die guy, has a jig where he bends these feet like so. It is imperative that this edge here be ground just like if you don't have a knife edge on that, it's not going to grab the inside of the flue, simply because the inside ceramic, and when they heat treat it, it's anyway, it's ceramic. You have to have the knife edge to grab. This, my hand drawing called out for a 3/4 by 3/4 piece of 3/16 stainless steel with a 1/4 inch hole drilled into it. That is welded to the 3/4 by 3/4 angle. That is the foot. And then the assembly mechanism, we'll show you in a minute. Alan is grinding some, but it's riveted like so. We'll put an edge on this right now and we'll come back and show you. Our tube, the upper pin or the lower pin is machined in this fashion, and then it's welded to this. This is the upper pin. Now if you note, there's no holes drilled in this for the cotter pin as before. Cut. Angles, when this foot lays down in this, when this leg lays down in this foot, you don't want it to fall down like that, because when they're trying to install it in the flue, that's going to be very frustrating for that foot to be hanging like that. So we want to assemble it in such a way that it is like that. So it's going to be in the flue like so. Got it? It went. Okay. Second is this one at the top. This one at the bottom and that one at the bottom. They're both on the same plane. These two are on the same plane. These two are on the same plane. It's critical. Okay. You can see how the feet are hanging in a correct position to slide right into the flue. Follow me? Can you do over?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Very
yeah, there you
okay.
go.
This washer first goes on here. This is a guide. Then you'll need to make a jig for this to assemble it. This is the upper pin. This is the guide washer. You see how these 4 pieces of metal have to come together in that configuration. Otherwise it throws it out of level. Okay? I'm going to give it to Alan, and he's going to put it on the vise here. Instead of, as a cost-cutting measure, instead of drilling these and using a cotter pin, Alan came up with this idea to just tap the edges of the, hold on, we got to put, ready. You need to insert into the rod a spacer here, because when you tap that, it may bend that rod at the bottom. Our thinking here is that this is easier than drilling 2 holes and using cotter pins. As you can see, it's not going to come apart. You wouldn't think so, but I have tried to take a file and file that back off and remove it. It takes 20 minutes just to file that down. As long as it's done correctly. I don't know if you can get a close-up on that or not. But It works.
There you go.
Jam nut, stainless steel. 9/16 by 18 jam nut, stainless steel.
Yep.
As you can see, this washer creates the canal. This is the sash chain, stainless steel of course. The sash chain for that. The washer goes on top, the 2-inch washer. The 9/16 by 18 jam nut goes on top, and that creates a channel for the chain.
All right.
You get that?
Okay.
Like a saw machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
This is the 5/16 inch stainless rod that's called out in the drawings. This one is not threaded, but it needs to be threaded 3/4 of an inch down to receive. First you would put a nut on, then the lid comes over top of this, and then the final nut goes on the top of that. 5/16 by 18, 5/16 20?
No, 5/16, 18.
5/16 18 nuts, so it's 18 thread, 3/4 of an inch down. And that's it on the assembly. I failed to mention here, this is this wire, this cable here is the cable, same cable that's used on the lock top and the Lamants. It's looped through the chain, and we've swagged it here with an aluminum swag. You can use a little stainless steel sleeve is what I've called out in the drawings, which I would prefer, but we didn't have one in the shop. But you can see how the assembly goes there. Okay?